welcome once again to the Forward Compatible Podcast. This is episode 93, part 1 for November 17th, 2013. My name's Tony. I'm joined, as always, by my fellow podcasters, Jason, Mark, and Brian. Howdy.
How?
Hey, you took your head off.
Yeah,
It's no longer hat dude.
Mine's
No
sitting
longer
right
Come on.
day? All right.
Come on, put the hat on. Hat on. I gotta do it.
There we go.
Out.
Hat dude.
That's fine.
Hat, son. Okay.
Well, he fucked that up.
I don't want to break the brim, or I push it up. See, let's even get the
shell.
pattern.
Like a half shell?
Yeah, like a hero.
Would you
Like
like
a
to join me
hero
on
and a
half
half
day?
So I was supposed to wear it like 3 weeks ago, but this is like a very, 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 very belated birthday from a mutual friend of all of ours, Johnny Morsey.
Oh,
It's Batman Piccolo.
Ah, yes, I see it. Okay.
So I was supposed to wear it like 3 weeks ago when he gave it to me, but it was dirty.
Bacalo.
And with that, I suppose we kick off the show with our weekly roundtable and catch everybody up on what we've been playing since the last time we all spoke.
Jason won't let me say the shit I played.
This is a limited version of the weekly roundtable because
Surely mature release.
part 2.
Yeah, fuck that.
Tony played some stuff this week.
I played Ratchet and Clank. I beat Ratchet and Clank.
How was that?
Yeah. I liked it. It ranks.
It's good, Tony.
It was good. It was good. It was good. It ranks in the range of the Ratchet and Clanks. Not my
Hot.
favorite, but
Hot.
yeah, I know. I don't know why I did that. I was just like, anyhow. Apologies
So
for
gassy.
that.
You're so
Yeah, I know.
gassy.
Apologies for that. I don't usually do that. I just kind of slipped. I was just like, God damn it.
You didn't
Anywho.
burp.
Yeah. Don't do
deal.
that. That's rude. I apologize.
As long as you didn't shit yourself, who cares?
I apologize for that as well.
That's what that smell is?
I also blame it on his grandpa. Just
Really?
Just trying to get out of it.
Anyway.
I have a cold bag of dog shit on the back porch. I will slap you with it.
I gotta go. Did we play anything else? Jason!
We played some Grand Theft Auto.
We did.
Yeah. Commercials. Sorry, I'm pulling up the questions for the week. So, we finally got Grand Theft Auto going, like the week before Mark gets rid of it.
It's unplugged already.
Yeah.
Should get a PS4.
He sucks at it. He's bad.
Should get Battlefield 4. It's pretty fun.
We
Pretty good at it.
sat in my my condo, and I had a bounty on myself, and some guy was trying to shoot at me, like through the window, and you can't
With a tank.
with a tank.
With a tank.
Yeah. So there's like cop cars and helicopters and shit, and we're just standing at the window for
Just
like 5
looking
minutes.
down. Just
Could not
tank
get our
shells being
headsets to work
fired at our
because
face. Yeah.
that's the PlayStation Network on PS3.
Your headset, I believe, was the one that was not
Yours
functioning.
sounded like fucking Darth Vader was crank calling me. Okay.
That's the PSN
Yeah.
network
So we opted for the
of
much
yesteryear.
the much better solution, which was to get on Skype
Skype.
and just talk to each other that way.
Highly recommend.
Yeah, we got a couple hours in on that.
Yeah,
and
there's some racing,
And then
helicopter races,
I bought
strippers.
$1 million.
You bought $1 million?
Bought $1 million.
Why did you buy $1 million?
Because with the latest patch, they put the money back in. So I wanted to work on my cars that I had.
Yeah.
So I bought in-game money to mod my vehicles.
As in the pay to win, pay to pay.
It's not really.
one
It's
of
not really.
those.
It's no. It's not really pay to play or pay to win because it
pay
gave
to
me
do it
zero
faster.
advantage
Pay for
whatsoever.
convenience.
Not even that because you can't mod. Like I can't put the 100% armor on my vehicle until I'm level 50.
Yeah.
So it was just purely for aesthetic looks and some minor upgrades which I had already unlocked. So I did it just to do that. It wasn't like it's not giving me an advantage.
It's just so
because I
sad
bought
when you lose that car, though.
I won't lose my car.
You have the tracker on it?
All my cars have insurance and trackers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would cry.
No, I have that, and I'm still hunting down. I've got one more bike and one more car to find that I want that you can't buy in game because that's where like the high end vehicles you have to purchase them in the game. For instance, like the Banshee, which is like the classic Grand Theft Auto car.
It is. It's been in 3 as far
Which
as
I
know.
have, and mine is looks like Hulk Hogan's Viper. So
Nice.
it's red with the yellow stripe. It's horrible. I purely just to upgrade the vehicles that I already had and everything like that. I still want to find a Fugitive, which is the unmarked cop cars, and then the Bagger, which is the other biker motorcycle.
I also did World of Tanks. That was sweet. 8.9 came out.
That was last week.
Yeah, I'm still playing through it though for the new line. Can't go through a whole line a week. Crazy. Game's shit. You should play it.
I got some WWE in. I finally started the streak mode, which is
You went streaking. Yeah.
you either
Just
play
like in
as
Saints
the
Row.
Undertaker or you have to defeat the Undertaker.
While being naked. At
Um,
home. And again.
Undertaker, when you play as him, it's a gauntlet match. So you beat the guy, the next guy comes out immediately following, your damage and everything carries over. I got up to 31. There's an achievement for 50. So I was just shy of it. I picked up
by
my
19.
Well,
It's a little over
realistically,
halfway.
It was going really
just
quick.
missed
It
it.
was going quick. I picked up my soda to take a drink, and fucking Ric Flair did a roll-up pin on me.
Woo!
That's what happened. That's exactly what
Check it
happened.
out. I almost slapped Brian in the face.
That was at least 29 out of 50 right there.
It's almost.
I did piss off my buddy Dave, who's been on the show before, because he
Why'd you do that?
is also playing WWE, and there's the defeat the streak mode, where you have to play as specific wrestlers and defeat the Undertaker, and the difficulty ramps up harder than the hardest setting in the game. It took him like 5 or 6 tries as Shawn Michaels to defeat the Undertaker. I did it on the first try. It was awesome. It was awesome. So yeah. WWE and GTA.
I didn't play much. I did try the somewhat controversial Ocean Horn for iOS. It's basically Wind Waker, but doesn't control as well.
No.
Looks okay, but
No.
yeah.
Interesting though, or not? What is it? A should try, buy, or pass?
It's if you have a home console or a portable console, like A Link Between Worlds is going to be way better. If you only have iOS for some reason, I don't think anybody listening to this podcast only has iOS, then there's better options. If for some reason you really want to play Zelda, but you don't have a 3DS, you pick it up and you'd probably be satisfied for a little while. But the controls they use virtual D-pad. Virtual D-pad never works quite like you want it to.
Nope.
It's no bueno. As for myself, I played some Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, and I also played some Forza 4 because once the Xbox One comes out and I start playing Forza 5, I don't think I'm ever going to go back to Forza 4, and I'm very close to completing a few things that I want to complete before I move on with my life. So,
What do you think about Ratchet and Clank?
I didn't play much, but I
You
enjoyed
guys
it.
give us a little review. Sell everyone on it.
I don't know yet. I'll probably.
$29, totally worth it.
Hey, Tony's good.
It's pretty good, Tony. I haven't played much. I'm like an hour or two in. That's it.
I beat it. I think
I got it late. I got it
about 6
late in the
hours.
week. I got it late in the week, and then something else occupied a whole lot of my time.
I forgot to pick it up.
Yes.
I was so obsessed with the thing coming later in the week.
The thing that came later in the
Yeah.
week
That we're not allowed to talk
that we
about.
can't talk about yet. The thing that came later in the week that we'll save for later.
Hey.
I know, I'm going the other end.
Don't touch.
Eh.
The thing.
Okay.
I guess it's.
I don't
is
do
it-
news.
Is it
Shit.
is it that time a week again? Is it Sunday already?
You can't steal my thing.
No. I'm confused. News.
News!
Dirty, sexy, news.
Where's my pen? Why do you keep throwing my
I like
pens?
how
Throw your own
and,
shit.
and completely off topic, but Tony's not handling part 2 this week. At all.
Spoilers.
Yeah. What? But he's got a blank notepad. Normally, it's covered with doodles and
I will
notes
get to it. I will
and
get to it.
Penises.
everything, but He's got. Why'd you eat the one page? What? All he's got on here is episode 93, part 1, November 17th, 2013, because he's horrible at remembering what episode and date.
And the date.
But the entire rest of the page
Don't worry.
is completely
It'll be
blank.
full. I'll put stuff and things on there. I'm actually not hoping handling next week's topic of the week either. Marcus.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
For the same reason Jason's doing tonight's.
Makes sense to me.
But not to you.
Nah.
That's all I got. News!
Back to the news. How about the tornado today?
Did we have a tornado?
Oh my god.
There was some pretty.
Why do you think the
nasty
Bears
weather.
game was delayed for
Yeah.
2 hours?
I was sleeping.
I slept through everything today. I'm
The
not,
Bears game that started at noon finished at almost 6 o'clock.
I feel a little.
But it did go into overtime. Like,
Football doesn't last 6 hours still.
just saying, it still went into
Yeah, I
overtime.
know.
I felt a little shitty today.
Schmitty,
Just a little schmitty. So I slept for a long time.
this is me delaying because news this week sucked because nothing happened
There's nothing.
that I can talk about. So you know that guy Spike
Jones.
Johns
Ugh.
and Megan Ellison. They want to get into video games.
Who the fuck are they?
Spike Jones is.
Oh, I know him.
Well, and J.J. Abrams is also talking about it.
Spike Jones has got a #1 movie out right now. He's in Bad Grandpa.
Is he?
Yeah.
Seriously?
He's in it. He's not. He didn't direct it though.
He produces them.
Oh, really?
All the Jackass stuff
I didn't know
is
he
produced by
produced
Spike
those.
Jones.
Okay.
If you've ever seen any of the Jackass skits where Irving Zisman, which is Johnny Knoxville dressed up as the old man, he's the old woman. Spike Jones is
Oh,
the
okay.
old woman
I-
who's always got her boob out.
I've never seen those.
I know exactly
You
who
know
it was.
exactly what I'm talking about.
If you don't know those, because I don't. Spike Jones is also, he directed Being John Malkovich.
Where the Wild Things Are.
Where the Wild Things Are. And he did the awesome music video for Fatboy Slim's Weapon of Choice
Mhm.
with Christopher Walken dancing around.
Yeah.
He does a lot of music videos. He's a
Did.
cool
I
director.
don't know how many does do many now.
Oh, who makes music videos now? I mean, there
Rappers.
aren't as many.
A lot of people
Yeah.
stills.
Rappers.
Hat dude.
All right.
Anyway, they want to get into video games. Good idea, bad idea.
Could help the creativity. A Swedish director made Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
I
Which is
have
an interesting
game.
Total Biscuit on YouTube is like obsessed with that game.
Brothers, it's a fun.
Yeah,
it's a
he's
good
like
game.
he is actually calling it his favorite game of all. Like I shouldn't say all time, but his favorite game of the year by far.
It does a really good job of evoking a response just through gameplay. It's very.
That's
interesting.
exactly what he
Yeah.
was saying. Yeah, so that's something I should pick up just because of that. But anyway, anybody else? No.
More news.
More
I don't
news.
know who that chick is, so
She was from Zero Dark 30.
That's right. Yeah. they did say she
so
was-
I don't know who this chick is, but yeah, go into video games.
New Kirby 3DS was announced, titled Triple Deluxe.
Kirby.
They
Hooray!
can't hear you clapping on the microphone.
I know. It was a golf
That's
clap.
your Nintendo news for the week.
There's other news.
I got other
There's
Nintendo
way
news
bigger
I was gonna
Nintendo
go do.
shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's finally announcing that there's a new Kirby game.
Yeah.
You should more
Are you
than
gonna go
anybody
into
should be
the-
happy about that.
Are you gonna go to the street pass of the Zeldas? Is that what you're thinking?
What are you talking about?
Just let them do the news.
Anyway, I know they also said this week where they're doing
Zelda.
the
You'll find out if you don't know.
he doesn't know
No.
with A Link to the Past, not A Link to the Past, with
A Link Between Worlds.
A Link Between Worlds. I'll act like I know what I'm talking about. They're gonna do a street pass where Dark Zelda is a playable multiplayer
Sir,
character. I
Dark
don't know.
Link.
Sure.
His name is Link.
What did I say?
Zelda is the fucking princess.
No, I know that.
No, he's wrong. He's wrong.
No, he's
Listen,
wrong.
Zelda's,
No, I know
Zelda's
that.
the dude. The chick is just
Don't
princess.
even try
Makes
saying, well,
sense.
technically you can name him Zelda.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna
Yeah.
say it's just like the main character, Metroid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's not the character's name, man.
See if I give a
Kid
shit.
Icarus.
Kid Icarus. Yeah, another one.
I was trying to help you out, but
Or when
I
Halo
don't-
fights the
I
Covenant.
wasn't talking. I
Zelda's-
wasn't thinking about how I was talking.
No,
No,
yeah,
I,
exactly. They haven't been on a fucking
No,
Halo since one.
I completely know that, but I just don't talk and think the same thing sometimes. Either way, something about some kind of multiplayer character thingy, and Brian, you
Essentially,
it off,
Brian,
so.
you want to go ahead and
Basically, what it is your character will get when you street pass with other players who've played Zelda, they will get your character as an enemy in the game.
There you go.
Which
That's
is,
the news
which is
story
cool.
that I totally read through.
Yeah.
What other Nintendo news we got?
Again, you'll have to
Well,
excuse Tony.
there was
He's had a big weekend.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Bloodstains and bite marks.
There was that whole finally, like Nintendo has joined the 1990s, and
I reported on this last week.
you have like it's not out yet, but you're going to get a unified account. So
He's living in the past. I did last week.
And your money will be.
you did this last
merged.
week?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. Did I?
No.
No, I don't know.
I think I put it up on the
This week or
Facebook.
last-
No, the Nintendo Direct was on Friday.
Then I did it on the
Yeah, you
Facebooks,
did
and
it on
I
Facebook, yeah.
I announced on Facebook, not the show. I completely forgot because my week's been hell as well. Yes, unified accounts.
Yeah, so now they're joining the 1990s.
I
and,
put that in the messages. I was the first one to report on that.
And then
That's a news story I care about.
Yeah, so now you can finally, if you just own a 3DS, you could be friends with people who just own the Wii U, and
Yeah.
vice versa.
Now I can be a friend.
Yeah.
Actually, did I give you my
Which-
ID? I did that. Some point this
Realistically,
week.
everyone knew was coming because Smash Brothers is going to be cross-platform.
Yes.
So
yes.
now,
not
if they would
cross-purchase.
if they would just enter the 2000s and stop having games tied to your account, we could
You mean console?
into the
Instead of
the
account,
console
yeah.
instead of your account.
He's talking as good as I am today.
Then but I have an excuse. I'm
Yeah, my
I'm barely,
12 hours.
I'm
As
barely,
succubus drained his blood
I'm
over the
barely
weekends.
conscious. I'm barely conscious right now.
Tony was attacked by a vampire?
I'm barely conscious. So, yes, the 3DS and Wii U, friends for life.
And what better way to kick Tony than when he's down than Andrew Dillon
Yes.
sent this in. Said, Jason, you
Why don't
said
you wait for questions?
because this isn't a question. It's a statement.
Oh.
Okay. He said because he's our bullshit checker. He's doing his job. Said Jason, you said that Tony still would not have an Ouya 100 days after it came out.
Yeah, I don't.
It came to retail on June 25th, 2013. 100 days would be Thursday, October 3rd. So I am correct. Yeah.
What do I owe you? A red potato?
Yes.
Okay, I'll bring.
I want a
I'll
red
bring
potato.
Red potatoes, a new thing.
Red.
No, I just want to start betting weird stuff. Like the next
Yeah.
bet I win, I want a can of corn.
Red potatoes.
What about some frozen corn?
Red potato, red potato, red
No,
potato.
some Jolly Green Giant corn
God damn it.
for my next fucking bet.
What about baby corn?
I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll dabble.
Okay.
He's got one of those too. He's gonna pull out some fucking.
Oh, I just found something delicious.
So I suck on news this
Drops.
week. I when I told you guys and then told all my friends saying, "Hey, here's my ID," I figured that I reported that in the news last week somehow. Again, my head is just flowing around.
You're so
and-
dumb, Mark.
yeah, basically today. Anyway, moving on. Survivor 2299 could be Fallout 4. It's got a reveal event December 11th, 2013. People going through the website on Reddit found out that the actual directory is listed under ZeniMax Media, who does Fallout and Oblivion and Skyrim. And
You know, they also
Buzzsticks.
announced Vault Boy figures up for sale, which would be a nice tie-in to a
It
new
would
Fallout
be.
game. I would be all over that shit.
I will be all over this game either way because the last two Fallouts have been awesome.
I would care more about this if it was a good game.
Seriously? Fallout was really good. Really good. Won a few Game of the Year awards, if I'm not mistaken.
It won the Impoverished Geek Game of the Year award for 2008,
Booyah.
which is how long I've actually had that site. And it gets like 2 updates a month.
Who won in 2009?
That's the only one I ever did.
There you go. The one and only Fallout 3. Fallout 3 was amazing, though. Yeah,
It was a great
yeah,
game.
it's good job with them. Anyway, that should be fun. I hope ends up being
2009 should've
Fallout
been Uncharted.
4.
Game of the year every year.
And the top story that I can talk about this week,
He's so mad.
Amazon launched the PlayStation Network store on Amazon this week. If that isn't very...
Oh, I figured
Yeah.
Amazon would have released the store on eBay.
Yeah, they thought about it. They,
But Amazon decided to launch the store on Amazon.
Name confliction aside, they are going on Amazon after a dispute that lasted many a minute.
What the fuck is going on here?
Well,
I have no
they
idea.
had PSN games on Amazon for a while. You could buy like a game on PSN through
And they
Amazon.
give you the
Yeah, the code.
download code. Yeah.
They would do that,
And
but
then they pulled a bunch of them for some reason, and now they're back up.
Like if you trust
Yes,
Amazon
yes,
over the PSN, you could just buy them through Amazon.
Okay.
You get the
if you have an
code.
Or if you have
Amazon
Amazon
gift card
credit or
or credit
Amazon
or
credit
something.
card.
and they're doing sales as well.
Okay.
I know personally, like Batman, the new one, I think is like $53 you can buy, or it's $59.99 on the console. So they give you a little bit of incentive
Well, it's
there.
gonna be $25 on Black Friday.
Or it'll be
Oh, and
$25
no
on
tax
Black Friday.
right now.
And there's no tax because it's a download code, which it's
Because there's tax on the
there's
PlayStation.
tax on the
PlayStation.
PlayStation, which
Yeah.
would make sense. Yes.
Is it? Yeah.
So it's a way of getting around the tax. Old Uncle Sam,
Yeah.
Bob Dole.
Take
There's-
that, government.
There's that's it for your news.
We only
Yeah,
do
we do
5.
5 stories
We
now.
do
Oh.
5 stories now.
Okay.
We've streamlined it. So if you have more news that you'd like, I mean, you could throw one out, but that's why I was talking to you
We
about
can
the
throw that in
little,
the crawler. That's fine.
yeah,
Carla.
The crawler.
which should have already gone by now. Did anybody see the crawler from last week?
I did. I watched it.
Good, good.
My stock fell though. It's very, very disappointing on that.
Fuck you, man.
Anyway, that's my crappy news for the week because I was restricted. Dave Letterman.
Redacted.
That wasn't even sexy news this week. That was just crap. Crap. Dave Letterman.
Wow.
Really, you just knocked my omen off the wall.
I gotta start.
That might be a bad omen. I got jokes. I got jokes.
Well, he finally woke up.
No, I still feel like shit. I just he set me up too well.
Oh, it was so punny. Oh god, I need a minute. Oh, clean the shit up.
Do it afterwards.
Okay.
How did you rip so many pages out of my book?
I gotta stop.
My book is in shambles.
Hey, watch it. There's it's right there. We can staple
oh,
it back
God.
in.
You kids, I tell ya.
I love a good pun. I'm so sorry.
Whew. Whew. Them's jokes. I was fooling y'all.
Made my news so much better. I'm lightheaded.
It's about time.
You good?
No, I work too much on Sundays. It's negatively affecting me.
Well then, I guess it's time for.
All right. Oh God. Is it time for?
Hat day!
Spaghetti Tuesdays.
Spaghetti Tuesdays.
I didn't get it. There
Right here.
there wasn't a pun involved.
Wasn't that punny?
No, it wasn't.
Metro
How's it
Android.
going, sir?
Hello.
He asked, "What do we think of the new Google Plus integration into YouTube?" Has anybody seen this?
Google Plus
I have-
integration into YouTube.
Good.
There's been a lot of backlash over this. The top YouTubers have actually disabled their comments because of this. I'm trying to remember the reasons. Like, as much as I hate him, PewDiePie is one of the ones who's behind this. I think he's number one subscribed on YouTube, or is he two? I don't
He's
remember.
up there.
He's
yeah.
number one, I believe. Anyway, all the big YouTubers are pissy about it. It has something to do with the negative comments being jacked all the way up to the top. I'm trying. I watched about a half-hour video of all this, but it's not good for YouTube, as far as I can tell from what all the people who make livings off YouTube say.
So I have an interesting perspective on this because last week I installed a plugin on my computer that blocks all comments. It's not anything personal to anybody specific, but I just find that I get too caught up in conversations online.
Uh-huh.
So for me, it's like, whatever. I get what. Well, there's two reasons that they did it. One is because they want to push Google Plus, and the other is because YouTube is known as the cesspool of internet comments. If you look outside of like Reddit or 4chan, no place has worse commenters than YouTube.
I think
And they-
Reddit has the best.
Depends on where and
It
Reddit
is
you go.
so funny.
It depends on where you go.
That's why I go to Reddit. Like, it's fuck the stupid image. It's what the internet comes up with after that. The conversations that happen in the comments make Reddit.
Because if you there's even a really funny song called "Thank You Hater" that was done about YouTube comments.
Yeah.
About how terrible some of them become, and that's not every YouTube video, but the most popular YouTube videos tend to have some just terrible comments, and they're just like,
and they get upvoted all the way.
They get upvoted, you know. And it's always, I can't remember who I think it was on the Nerdist. They talk about how like every big video has something about Ron Paul, something about conspiracies, something about things are completely unrelated to the video, and lots of name calling and etc. So YouTube, and by extension Google, probably want to cut some of that reputation, but I think they're shooting off their own foot in the way they're doing it.
My experience was it rolled out like last week. What was it?
Yes, I think it was last week.
I missed Andrew, and I know I've been notorious for this before, but I completely missed Andrew Dillon's question because I couldn't see it on my phone because it wanted me to go to Google Plus to read the comments.
Yes,
so it wanted to redirect me from our YouTube page to our non-existent Google Plus because it wants us to have a real name, and Forward Compatible doesn't. And it won't accept Tony Jason Mark.
Add an E.
Huh?
Just add an E at the end.
It won't accept Tony Jason Mark. So we don't really have a Google Plus.
Can't you get one as an entity?
It's more difficult than what Facebook is.
Okay.
You know, but,
I believe that.
Yeah.
I have one, but I don't have a.
Yeah.
Trying to make
I just have
a
my personal.
combo of all of our names. It's just not coming very well.
I was annoyed because they wouldn't let me choose Superberg as my Google Plus because they can let you like short names now rather than doing.
Should have done
numbers.
Uberberg.
No, they make you use your actual name.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I've had Superberg since 1998, so I've had it for a long time. And in fact, it was really funny because at one point I was retweeted by one of my heroes, John Hodgman, and someone else retweeted after that, Superberg is no Ultraberg. There's an Ultraberg on Twitter as well. And I was like, oh my god, he's my nemesis.
There's the new Transformers movie coming out, and I've got, Optimus Prime as my net handle and my email. So I'm kind of like primed to have the best net handle when the new Transformers movie comes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Puns.
Very clever. Very clever.
I like the fake hairbrush.
That's
So
what he does. Elias sweeps
Yeah.
the hair out of his face when he's talking
What has
about
he
it.
done since? He did that other movie, Now You Know. What has he done
He's
since?
going to be in Clerks 3.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's a genius.
He went back to school.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He went back to school.
He was hilarious.
He was on an episode of Smodcast. He's actually dating and engaged to Trish the Dish.
I don't know who that is.
The girl from Mallrats.
Everybody calls her
yeah.
Trish the Dish.
Yeah.
Nobody calls me that.
Okay.
He's actually dating her or engaged. Or
Good for
something.
him.
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't know what she looks like now, but
Not bad.
back
She's
then
like
she
10.
was-
She's like 10 years older than him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. There's
He's
the Kevin-
there for the money.
There's the Kevin Smith for the week.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
on the scroller on the bottom last week. It was in the Geek News section of last week. Yeah. But yeah, it was a pain in the ass just to try to sort stuff out. And then, as you guys know, we do a video series for Zelda Dungeon. And it's kind of hard to read the comments and follow along what's going on with that. At least through my phone to see what's what. So it's a little bit of a pain in the ass.
There should be an app for that.
Getting to know Moss.
I-
Season 1. We're still going on that.
I think, considering I just learned about this as the question was being read aloud, it's okay in my book because I didn't notice anything because I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, I know I'm way too much into YouTube.
So it has. I watch
Do you
YouTube
have- do you have anything on
constantly.
it? Do you care about it or do you?
I don't read YouTube comments
Was it?
like unless it's our
I think you
content.
mentioned PewDiePie.
I don't
Yeah,
care. I just watch the
PewDiePie.
video and
You
click out.
personally, did you say how you feel about it?
I want to see because I think if I remember certain, there was something about the payments or like the views being kind of taken away or something like that. It was something where it was making it a worse place from the reasons that were kind of stated by everyone. It sounded like it was a bad.
There
thing.
was some weird thing going on because for part 2 of this past week's show, we're actually sitting at about 45 views for it. But you can only see that once you click into the video. If you read just the display, it says 28 views.
No,
So
it
the
always
numbers aren't
does. It
matching
always
up.
did that.
It's doing it more frequently now. It's not an accurate reflection. I know there was inconsistencies before.
If you do it off Xbox, because I watch this on my 360 a lot, it's always like 1 or 2 views, and then you check the YouTube app and it's saying like 40 or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's always been like that. The counter's always way behind until you click on the video.
Well, I mean, I'm on the actual like YouTube page on the computer, and I go to our page and it lists the views, and then the views change once I click into the video, onto that subpage.
They significantly changed.
Yes, drastically.
Yeah.
Ginormously.
Either way, from what it sounded
You were
like,
supposed to throw in a big word. Enormously.
either way, they made it seem like the
Gargantuanly.
YouTube was making it harder for the people who provide the content to actually get the money for making the content, which I disagree
Just
with.
gonna throw away part one of this week's show.
All right.
I think it's been rather
I think we've talked that question.
craptascular.
Stupendous.
Ness.
Just keep adding suffixes to words that don't need them.
E.
E.
We good?
Yeah.
Mark?
Let's try this again.
Mark?
My mind just wanders sometimes.
Very
It's the
suffixy today, aren't you?
the shit that just comes up. Just it's glorious. Just
All right.
comes out.
Next question. Andrew Dillon.
What's up, Andrew?
He asked, what is your favorite video game plot twist? I read that backwards. It's actually, what's your favorite plot twist in a game? I don't know.
I think
read
you're
it weird.
right both ways.
Yeah, it sounds better the way that he wrote it than the way that I read it.
It's funny that you should ask Andrew Dillon. It was Andrew Dillon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Like Brian addressing him directly. Andrew Dillon, let me tell you something.
Because
Tell you
I
what grinds
recently
my
wrote an
gears.
article.
Come sit on Superberg's lap. Let me tell you a little story.
No Funberg.
Either one. They both work.
Uberberg.
I actually recently wrote an article on my site about my favorite Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy VI. And the big plot twist in Final Fantasy VI, you lose. Halfway through.
Spoilers!
Yeah.
No kidding.
Seriously.
Jesus,
that
Brian.
Game
Put
only,
that
warn
in title.
people.
that game only came out
Spoilers.
20 years ago.
Jesus.
In Final Fantasy VI, you go up against the big villain and you fail, and he destroys the world. And the second half of the game is a post-apocalyptic reattempt at defeating him.
Funny story about this article that he's talking about right now. Just last night, I was looking for something to do, and so I went to impoverishedgeek.com to kill a little time at work because it was a little slow.
Good mass
Plug.
Cheap plug.
Thank you,
plug.
sir.
And I actually commented on one of your videos, but then it was asking me to log in with something. I was like, fuck this, dude.
Your site's too hard to
I don't
use.
think it worked because I was. So anyway, so that was the most recent article. So I'm like, Final Fantasy next, and then I read whatever was below it.
I've got a new one I'm working on. It's longer than I thought it would be. It's about my favorite comic book series, The Sandman.
Well, I'm just saying, since
And
it came
it's-
up, I was on there yesterday looking.
You
for
and my
stuff
sister
to
should
kill time.
talk. And they should examine her arm.
Little
I
piece
think you've
of...
mentioned that before.
Yes, I have.
And then examine her other arm so that one doesn't get jealous.
Yeah, you might have to.
Little piece of geek news. Did you hear about Preacher?
Yes, I can't wait.
Yeah. Preacher is going into a pilot on AMC. And Seth Rogen's tied to it.
Preacher is...
It's a fucked
It's
up
basically
comic book.
it's basically my second favorite comic. Sandman's number 1, Preacher's number 2. They're very different.
It's a good
It's completely off topic. We'll get back to your question in a second, Andrew. Explain to these guys what Preacher
Okay,
is.
Preacher is about a preacher.
My favorite plot twist.
You sold me.
Plot twist.
You sold me. Done. I'm good. Let's read
It's
it.
amazing. This preacher, Jesse Custer, who doesn't want to be a preacher, but he's forced into it by his family. And one day he's preaching to the choir. Well, not the choir, but the whole congregation. And he's preaching about forgiveness because he snapped on everybody the night before at the bar.
Does he drink?
Oh, does he ever? It's a bit of a problem for him. So
Alcohol is fun.
he gets invaded by this being called Genesis, which is the union of an angel and a demon. And it gives him basically what they call the voice of God. What he says, people do. He, at one point, says to somebody, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
The guy tears off his dick and shoves it up his ass. It's pretty crazy.
Brian just said dick and ass and fuck all in the same...
Same sentence.
Yeah, that's the most vulgar that he's ever gotten on this show. He's
it's-
dick ass fuck.
It's straight out of Preacher, man.
Shit, fuck, cock.
Fuck
ass!
He basically...
This is like normal for you too.
Yeah, he basically assembles a little ragtag group of friends, and they go to make God answer for all the shit that goes on in the world. And he works with his ex-girlfriend, Tulip, And, oh, snap! Bethesda trademarks Fallout 4 in Europe.
Oh, look at my news story now that it's relevant.
Confirmed.
Pet day!
Confirmed not 10 minutes later.
This guy.
Doing stuff and things.
Stuff and things. So yeah, it's Tulip, his ex-girlfriend, who was also an assassin, and Cassidy, a drunk Irish vampire.
Which is where I think Seth Rogen's going to tie into the show.
Or his other. Well, he mentioned He mentioned 3 characters specifically on Twitter:
Okay.
Assface,
Yeah.
or Arseface,
Mm-hmm.
John Wayne,
Okay.
and the Saint of Killers. All characters in Preacher. Arseface is interesting. Arseface is basically, he's not a kid, but when he was younger, the Preacher was written around the time Kurt Cobain committed suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Arseface is a kid who tried to blow his own head off when Kurt Cobain committed suicide, but he failed and lived.
Kind of like
So
Paris
his
Hilton on
face-
South Park.
His
No, it's
face,
Britney Spears, wasn't it? Britney Spears.
was it
They were both
his
on
face
it.
is basically just like this. It looks like a butt because of all the constructive surgery he had done on it. He's like
It's terrible.
It looks terrible. People vomit when they see him. They're disgusted by him. And his father is the guy who Jesse tells to go fuck himself. It's a
Spoilers, because that's the sheriff
That's the sheriff, yeah.
who's
Well, I
trying
don't
to
have to read this
go
anymore.
after Jesse.
Yeah, that's like book 1. There's like
Yeah.
10 books. There's
I
a
know.
lot of. There's 9 books. There's 10 Sandman, 9 Preacher. There's a lot. That's like the first arc. It's nothing. It's fantastic.
So, plot twists.
Yeah.
My favorite plot twist.
Sorry, yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's
No,
good.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Tony?
Plot twists. Last of Us. Like the ending.
That is a bit of a twist.
That was
yeah.
a bit of a twist.
Jason's
I mean,
like, what?
Isn't it?
But no, I do have one better.
Beyond the point? Like, I mean, can't you just talk about it now? I mean, it's been out long enough.
I think we could. It's been more than 6
So
months.
what is it? Didn't we do a Last of Us spoiler cast?
We did.
No, we
No,
didn't.
we were waiting
No,
for
yeah,
you.
we did. That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
And then we never did it.
Okay.
Slut.
Whatever. Do you want to talk about? 'Cause I mean, that's
Yeah,
pretty
if
big.
you guys, if
Go.
you're still playing it, I'll give you a few seconds here. But as I do have one other one that I can tell after. Mine would be Heavy Rain, where you find out the origami
You
killers.
can pause the volume. This won't work if you're listening to audio, but I'll raise my hand so you can.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, like me.
They could make a weird noise
when
they
he's-
might catch while they fast forward. Like
Oh,
or something like that. Something. Or
No.
Jason could throw something in there.
just
like
if
a beep or
you're
something.
doing audio only, just listen for my hand raise,
Yeah. Exactly.
and then it's safe to tune back in. All right, go ahead, Mark.
Anywho, near the end of the game, when you finally deliver Ellie to the
Fireflies?
the Fireflies, turns out they're basically gonna cut her open and potentially find a cure, and you kind of go batshit crazy and kill every.
Well, you left something out. By cut her open, you mean kill her.
yeah, that's
Well,
yeah,
I think that's kind of.
yeah.
Well, they don't say that until you get to the very end when they say they're going to crack open her skull and kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They-
At a chance.
At a chance.
yeah, at a chance.
Yeah.
So Joel kind of goes batshit crazy and kills like all the
Everybody.
Fireflies, and then he's like, "Is this like last second chance of like, you know, just let her have us? You know, we could save the whole world together." And shoots her. I forget the girl's name.
I can't remember her name. Yeah, the
Yeah.
leader of the Fireflies.
Yeah, leader of the
or
Fireflies.
One of the leaders. Yeah.
Shoots her dead, and then during this whole time, he's explaining to Ellie that about what happened, but he's lying about it. But the cutscene is showing you what really happened, and it essentially he just kind of said, "At a chance, I already lost my daughter. Fuck you guys. I'm gonna go live with her. I guess. I don't know." Treat her
It
as my
was
own.
really selfish in that, because I think if you would have told Ellie the truth, I'd like to think Ellie would have wanted to go back and at least try.
I think she
She'd
would.
I think she would have.
She'd have been like, "That's
I
fine.
think that's
we could
why he lied.
we could sacrifice her myself," but and Joel knew that, and he was being very selfish. He kind of doomed humanity for his own selfish gain.
One of your former coworkers, who I was discussing that ending with, thinks that Ellie knew that they shared in the lie just to.
I think I could see that as well.
Who?
I thought that. I thought Ellie already.
Oh,
Ellie kind of
I don't
knew.
think that's true. That she like they were both
They
like
leave it-
playing.
they leave it
They were
open.
both playing coy, and they were just like,
Well, more like she knows he's lying to her, but she's accepting it
Yeah.
because she trusts him enough to accept that there's a good reason for him to do what he did.
Which would make sense because it was like I forget when they like cut back after the final scenes, but she was asking about it and gave you like a chance to like tell the truth or not, and he said nope, that's what happened. I think I think she kind of knew.
She's at least suspects that he's not telling her the truth.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that at all.
I caught that.
I caught that. Yeah,
To me, she was just like, "Oh, okay, like fine."
Mark, what was your second one?
Oh, Heavy Rain. When you find out that the origami killer is a guy you've been playing as the whole
the
game.
origami killer.
Origami.
Go ahead, do it.
There's one. There's one.
Every episode, it comes to Heavy Rain. Go play it if you haven't. It's goddamn good.
We're gonna start bringing it up even when it has no business being brought up. Just
It's
Jason.
too.
Jason? PS5 launch. Jason!
That's good stuff.
You got one, sir?
I do. Is it my turn? I thought it was Brian's.
Brian?
Final Fantasy.
First, yeah.
I don't know if this is my greatest one from all time, but it's definitely the best one in recent memory, which is why I'm going to utilize it, and that's BioShock Infinite.
Which we did do a spoiler cast for.
That one we did. When you find out like that everything was essentially like all the time you spent was boiled down from it's just one of like many worlds that like is coexisting through many doors. Like
It's called multiverse.
shut up, Jason.
Just helping you.
Like yeah, so like
It's like Nightmare Before Christmas. You walk out
I'd
into
say
the
more like
woods,
Earth,
and there's different
the different
doors.
Earths and Marvel Universe and the DC
So
Universe.
that's why I said multiverse.
yeah, but this one made sense to me. The other stuff just seems like cop-outs to get out of decades and decades and decades of writing the same
Well, it
stories
is.
over and over and over.
And in fact, that's something I bring up in my Sandman article, is that it's a comic that doesn't do that. But anyway.
They don't do them anymore. That's the whole point of Final Crisis and everything.
Yeah, we'll give it a year.
They'll
Or
forget.
two.
We're already on 2 years.
Is it?
52. Yeah,
Okay.
2011.
Give him 3 years. I don't know, you could be right, but
I am right. Thank you. About
Go
10.
ahead,
It'll be 10.
Tony.
It's usually
is it 10? Okay, fine.
They wanted to talk more about comics. I don't know.
Sorry.
Welcome to the comic compatible podcast. Apparently,
Comics compatible.
comics compatible.
Did you see this week's comic book man, Jason? What did you think?
Complete with
I
Tony
did.
and Mark, who sit here and look pretty.
We're just eye
They're
candy.
the eye candy. Yeah, yeah.
Just wink at the camera or something.
So the ending was really twisted.
So how does it? Because I haven't played it. I have no intention. Does it like pan out and just show you like different worlds and stuff? And is that
Well,
how there's a rapture
little bit.
in the Infinite?
Well, that's one of the worlds. See, it actually makes more questions than it answers, which
Okay.
is fucking...
Stupid.
Yep.
No, the coolest part about it, because you don't even know if the first two games ended up just being
Alternate realities of.
what you did
BioShock.
in Infinite.
Which-
like,
I remember when I read that, my mind was like, "Fuck."
Yeah,
Loved
because
it.
basically what happens is at the end, you're running with Elizabeth from a lighthouse, and you look across the water, and there's tons of lighthouses, each with a dock or a pier.
and you actually
and
see
Elizabeth
yourself and Elizabeth
running around.
running.
and
on all of
multiples of them.
Yeah, and different versions from different time periods and
Yeah.
etc. Yeah.
And then you start learning from, what are the name?
the Lutesses.
Lutesses, yeah. About, like...
Who time traveled or
No, they cross universes.
dimension
Well,
travel.
Yeah,
no,
they're,
because
they're different
Yeah.
versions of the same person.
Yeah.
It all gets so messed up because then it goes like right to the beginning of the game too when you initially meet them and they had that chalkboard going
Yeah.
with the cool counters that said you because it like throws you back where essentially that whole game was just one of them, but every other door was you playing through that game but making totally different choices too. So like you had the first choice where one was heavily outweighed like 90 to 10, and then you find out that you know you did pick that way 10 times
flipping
too.
that's the flipping the coin one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like I don't know. It was just really cool, dude. That game fucking blew me away.
Yeah, that was cool. I love multiverse theory when it's brought in like that and it's cool.
It's slutty.
Any guess which one I'm gonna pick?
DC Universe.
Is it
Walking
is
Dead.
it is it oh, is
There's
it
no
Walking Dead?
twist.
Okay.
Yes, there is.
The game I still need to play.
There's a big twist at the end of the game.
No.
I've already had this ruined
Yeah.
for me, so it's fine. Go for it.
You're the main character, and you die.
Yeah.
That's a plot twist.
Okay.
It is.
It's your pick. I don't give a shit. I don't think it is, but it's your pick.
Yeah. But yeah, Lee Everett at the end of Walking Dead, you die. You have a choice to
Be killed or live.
Mhm.
I lived out.
And I still don't think I picked kill, but if you look at the angle of the camera, she's not pointing the gun directly at you. It bucks off to the side when she shoots.
That could also be Telltale's awful animation.
Skadoosh!
Are they better in The Wolf Among Us?
No, it's
No?
awful.
Alright.
There's terrible frame rate issues. All the same shit. It's like they learned nothing. But sorry, go ahead. At least I'm keeping a video game really. I ain't talking comics here.
So speaking about the New 52, Brian, they're doing 0 year in Batman.
Fell over.
Really?
Yeah.
Again?
Any other questions?
No, not year 1. 0 year.
So
Like
before
where?
year one.
Yeah, before year 1.
You don't
So,
see
like-
that?
Like him training and then all that other stuff. Yeah.
Man,
You
Woody.
guys go off on your little fucking sports rants once in a while.
That-
So
What?
It's a nice nudie right there. God damn it.
Yeah.
You want to go with it?
Anyway.
I thought you were trying to tell me to read that. What the
No,
fuck?
no.
I'm ignoring the boobs. I'm trying to read the text.
Stop.
We're looking
That's
at porn.
impressive.
anyway, so that is our questions for the week.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
And
Thanks
he
for-
doesn't know what the date of
thanks-
the episode
thanks
is
for
because he
tuning in,
doesn't have
guys.
his blank notebook.
This
in
has
front of him.
been episode 93, part 1. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next week.
What day?
On November 17th, 2013. Look at that. I don't need
Give
a
us
fucking-
day to day.
I don't need
Day
shit.
to day.
Just think 2 days after PS4 launch.
That doesn't think like that. He's gonna think like that. It's 365 days since the PS3 launch. What's the date? 365 days since the PS4 launch.
Count.
And
So-
we're roughly over 130 days since Tony missed out on the opportunity to do yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch us next week. Same time, same place.
We got.
I was gonna say I'm in the Ouya external hard drive beta.
Ooh.
I haven't turned my Ouya on yet though, but I'm in it.